Back to Saudi Arabia we go for Night of Champions, which takes place on the PLE on Saturday. There are 6 matches on the card. My name's Manlykefresh, so without further ado, Nani Nanhem. If any of you would like to be updated on any future videos I'm about to release, or just to follow me in general, you can follow me on X at www.x.com/manlykefresh. And let's kick off my PLE prediction video with the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament, with the returning Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, taking on The Storm Is Coming in Jade Cargill for the right to face their respective world champion at SummerSlam. So Jade Cargill battered her way through to the finals by defeating, I do believe it was Roxanne Perez this past week on Raw, despite the fact that she's a SmackDown superstar. And as Asuka defeated Alexa Bliss on SmackDown last week, despite the fact that she's a Raw superstar. Yeah, WWE really need to get control of this draft, because what's the point of having the draft if you've got people fighting on their non-exclusive shows? Anyway, I believe maybe some interference may come from Naomi, who probably will cost Jade Cargill the match. So I'm gonna go with Asuka. Asuka, I believe they're probably setting her up to take on her running buddy Io for the World Women's Championship. So Asuka to win the Queen of the Ring. And finally, we get Karrion Kross. Not only do we get to see Karrion Kross finally wrestle in how many months? He's on the PLE and he'll be taking on Sami Zayn. Now, this match has got so many months worth of build up to it. Now, I don't know if any of you remember a wrestler called Sean O'Haire, you know, the Devil's Advocate. This is the kind of character right now that Karrion Kross is playing, the Devil's Advocate, and he's got well over with this character. Now, I feel the fans are starting to take notice of Karrion Kross finally, and because of that, WWE are now they're trying to see where this is going. Sami Zayn, who has been on a major losing streak, in a normal given day, I'd say Sami Zayn would lose, but I think because Sami Zayn, he's Muslim and he speaks the dialect and he's in Saudi Arabia, I'll believe just for this sake they'll give Sami Zayn the victory. Though I don't know if the fans are truly going to be 100% Sami, because I know for a fact Sami Zayn is starting to take notice himself that Karrion Kross is getting attention and the fans are now getting behind him. So for now, Sami Zayn to win. Now, this is a perfect example of when you have a family member who you do everything for, who finally becomes jealous of you and he's plotting and planning to go against you, but then you get there before him. And that is the case here with United States champion Jacob Fatu taking on his former boss in Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. Now, this has been a rivalry that we knew was going to happen even before Jacob Fatu joined WWE. We knew the moment that Jacob joined WWE, he would outshine Solo, and they've now put that into context in the storyline. Jacob is better than Solo. Solo knows it, but he can't accept it. So in this match, I do feel that this is not going to be the time where Solo Sikoa wins the match. I do believe at some point they're going to have another match and maybe he will win at SummerSlam, but for now, Jacob Fatu to win and retain his championship. But then if certain members of the bloodline return, that might not be the case. But I feel for tonight, for now, for this first battle of theirs, Jacob Fatu to win and retain his championship. So this rivalry between Rhea Ripley and members of the Judgment Day still continues, and this time around it is one half of the tag team champions in Raquel Rodriguez taking on Rhea Ripley. Obviously, Liv Morgan is currently out with a legitimate shoulder injury, so as it stands right now, Raquel is standing alone on her own. So this whole new rivalry between these two started on Monday last week, where Rhea cost Raquel the chance to become Queen of the Ring. So as a result of that, this has led to these two having a brawl this past Monday gone, which has now led to this street fight taking place at Night of Champions. This is going to be two slobber knocker of women beating the hell out of each other, and I do believe when it's all said and done, Rhea Ripley will win this match. I mean, you might get little Perez, the prodigy, getting involved, as it seems like there's a little connection between her and Raquel, but Rhea to win this match. So it's time for the King of the Ring finals, where former undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes will be taking on his best friend and former mentor in Randy Orton to become the King of the Ring, and the winner will get a shot at the WWE Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam. So both of these guys are literally they go back to the days where Randy Orton used to run with Ted DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes. Now Cody Rhodes already elevated himself. Randy Orton had an opportunity last year to become King of the Ring, and he lost to Gunther in the same finals. So this will be Randy Orton's redemption to try and put a right which happened last year. But I feel because Randy Orton has already had a championship shot at John Cena back in Backlash after WrestleMania, I believe Cody Rhodes still hasn't had a shot at the WWE Championship directly since he lost it to Cena at WrestleMania. So Cody Rhodes to win. And now the question is, will Randy Orton turn heel due to the frustration of losing? We'll find out. And it's time for the main event. Raw's CM Punk will be taking on John Cena for the WWE Undisputed Championship in Saudi Arabia for the very first time. Cena has never defended a championship in Saudi Arabia. CM Punk has never wrestled in Saudi Arabia, and this will be the first and last time that these two will ever meet for the richest prize in the game. So obviously this is a throwback to 2011 when CM Punk beat John Cena for the WWE Championship in Money in the Bank, and he left with the championship. The only difference was that John Cena was the face that ran the place, and CM Punk then was the heel that everybody loved. But now the roles are reversed. CM Punk is the face that everyone loves. John Cena is the dastardly heel that everyone loves and respects as well. So John Cena is not going to be playing by the rule book that we're all used to. He's going to probably lie, cheat and steal like Eddie Guerrero. So I give this victory to Mr. 17-time world champion John Cena. He will walk out of here with his WWE Championship intact. CM Punk is going to give him a great match, but like I said, Cena's going to cheat to win, Cena to win and retain and take on the winner of the King of the Ring at SummerSlam. With all my predictions now covered, stay tuned for my final thoughts. Could Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa return from their injuries? And if they do, who will they side with, Jacob or Solo? And speaking of Jacob, could his estranged cousin Jimmy Uso lend him a hand? Could the enemy of my enemy be my friend in this scenario? If Randy Orton is to lose King of the Ring 2 years in a row, could he turn heel on Cody? And could the fans switch allegiance between Sammy and Karrion Kross? Could Seth Rollins cash in on John Cena tonight? And should Gunther be aware of this gentleman with the briefcase come Saturday night's main event? Could Miss Money in the Bank Naomi cost Jade Cargill the opportunity to become Queen of the Ring just to continue their rivalry? Let's find out. And finally, if Asuka wins Queen of the Ring, could this be the main event for the Women's World Championship? Io Sky versus her long-time running buddy in Asuka. Time will tell. Before you guys leave, kindly do me the great honour by subscribing to my YouTube channel by clicking on subscribe and by following me on my only social media platform of X at www.x.com/Manlykefresh, where you'll be updated with any future videos which are about to come out, whether it be my wrestling videos or my gaming videos or my top 20s. So until next time guys, see you at the next video, look after yourselves and take care. Bye bye.